Hey buddies, welcome to Video Games Awesome Live. Overwatch show upcoming, but at the top of the show I just wanted to look at something that was released yesterday. First of all, there's a patch that's been released, just small fixes. Things like they've changed the amount of
cleavage.
Sudden death time. That's a heart scar for a pacemaker, I think.
Oh.
The amount of time required for sudden death on certain maps, not a large amount of changes, and they'll be rolled out to console eventually. But this is the big thing that was retweeted to me by a fan. I had missed this yesterday, and I'm glad somebody sent this to me. It's just a blueprint that has sort of notes, like development notes from Torbjorn and from Mercy. And Torbjorn says, "As discussed, this is the proposed I can't do the Swedish. I'm Swedish! What else did he say? Torbjorn, ready to work! Anyways, as discussed, this proposed rifle could be equipped on the medics in the field. Despite what my esteemed colleague will surely suggest, the application of a biotic technology is only intended to be used for healing." And then I don't do a Mercy voice, but you want to read it in a nice Mercy voice?
What's her voice?
A bitch. She's such a I guess I'll have to do everything myself. Fucking hate her.
Well, Torbjorn has, as ever, put forth a very clever design for his latest weapon. I would like to remind everyone that my intention, when agreeing to this development of the different biotic delivery mechanism, was to save the lives of Overwatch agents and others in need of medical aid. With this latest proposal, it is clear to me that we are on the slippery slope of modifications that will inevitably result in a weaponized version of this technology. Something that I have been completely opposed to from the beginning.
There's been a rumor for a while, based on some little posts that Overwatch has been making, that the next class hero is going to be, whose mother? I think Pharah's mother. A former member of Overwatch who I think... See, I still don't know a lot of story about Overwatch, and I'm actually looking forward to getting into the lore, but I've been, doling it out to myself in small morsels. And I know that a lot of people watch, and they're like, you know nothing about the lore. It's like, I don't need to know a lot right now. I actually kind of like putting the lore together the same way that I did with, that I think everybody did with TF2. Everything's sort of doled out in small little Easter eggs on maps, little dialogues between characters. You hear two people interact, and you're like, what does that mean? Why? You hear Reaper saying to McCree, "I taught you everything you know," or whatever, and McCree's like, "Not everything." It's like, whoa, they have a history. I don't want to know everything from wiki notes. I want to know it through that method of being like, woo! Oh, there's more to that than I thought, or whatever. So that's what I like. But anyways, you hear at one point Pharah. I don't even know how I got the information that Pharah's mother is this new character, and I don't even Sombra. I don't know where that information came from, but I remember, what was it? Reinhardt, is it that said, or is it Soldier that says to Pharah, "Your mother would have been proud," or something with what you're doing, and she's like, "You didn't know my mother very well." So Soldier knows Sombra before she broke bad, I guess. Like, the whole thing with Overwatch is that, like, it was a good group that when a crisis happened with Omnix, the AI going bad...
It is Soldier.
I think some AI went bad, and, like, Overwatch kind of was divided on what to do. Some of them were like, I think, work with Omnix, or like they were pro-Omnic and they were anti-Omnic, and they or something like that. I still don't know a lot, and I only, like I said, I want it in morsels. I don't want it all with reading a big wiki post. I do intend, I am looking forward to reading the comics. We still have to read Torbjorn's, Symmetra's, I think those are the two that were released, but I am going to... But anyways, it's been rumored that the next class will be Sombra, and that she will be a sniping class, but she'll also be a support class. And this is, I think, a hint at what her weapon will be. Pretty clearly, this will be what her weapon will be. And here's my guess at its functionality, based on what we're looking at. These capsules are going to be... She's going to have two firing methods. One that heals from a distance, kind of like... if you ever played TF2, the medic has a crossbow that shoots healing at people. You shoot it at a distance, and
cool.
he can heal up to like 45 if you get a direct hit with his gun, with his like syringe crossbow.
Okay.
And that's what I think. The other one is just like Lady said. The other one's going to be poison. Beyond that, like so one will do healing, the other one will do poison, and the way that the poisoning will work will be similar to Widowmaker's poison capsule, except there won't be a cooldown, and you'll be able to maybe it'll do a little less damage than hers, which does 70 over time. Maybe this will do 30 over time or 40 over time. That's my guess. And what it's going to do is really reward. It's going to be the sniper class, I hope, the sniper class that everyone can use. That, like, because what I've been a little bit dismayed with the fact that they're bringing in a nerf for Widowmaker that makes it so that body shots are not as powerful,
right.
Whereas headshots are rewarded just as much as they used to be. It's like, that really favors the hyper-precise, perfect sniping person. And those people exist. But I like a game where everybody has a chance, despite their skill level, to even out their weaknesses by getting better at a different character. So, I hope that this will be the body shot sniper. In TF2, there was a gun for the sniper that was the body shot gun. It was called it was a blow dart gun that didn't do headshots but did higher body shot damage, and it painted the target and made them more damageable.
Oh, okay.
It painted them with Jarate, which was urine, which was his thing.
Right.
And when coated in urine, they would take more damage, kind of like
Sydney Sleeper?
The Sydney Sleeper, which is kind of like the way that Zenyatta's purple orb works. Does more damage once they've got that. Discord. It's kind of like how that worked. So anyways, I'm excited about this because that was the gun that people went to when your team needed a sniper, but you didn't have a player on your team who was confident in sniping. And I think that's important for the game. Sometimes you need a sniper, but if your team doesn't have a person who's good at sniper, that sucks.
Yeah.
And that's not fair, like, in a way, that just because you don't have somebody with hyper precision, and that is a skill. Like, that's like somebody who can slam dunk versus somebody who can't.
Yeah.
You can do it, or you can't. It's not fair to people who can't, like, who don't have hyper precision. And this is a way of evening it out. Those who can't slam dunk, go for three-pointers. That's the difference.
Yeah.
It's a different skill. It's a different skill set. So anyways, I think that that's what this is going to be, and that's my hope for what it's going to be.
Cool.
Here's my last theory, is that there will be, this is even more interesting, but I don't know if this will happen, but this would be interesting. 2 capsules, and they play off of each other. So if you send out a healing capsule, then it does nothing. It stays attached to the character, unlike the Harmony Orb, which comes back after a while if the person doesn't need healing, or if you get too far away from them, it comes back.
Right.
This stays attached no matter where they are on the map. And everybody that you attach the opposite capsule to, it sucks life from them and puts it into the other character.
Whoa!
So you must be actively sniping in order to be doing healing to the person you chose to do healing to.
What?
So they play off of each other.
Crazy.
I think that would be the perfect way for it to work, is like, yeah, Zenyatta's orb is kind of line of sight, but they can go around corners for a while, but not too long. It's like, it's weird. I still haven't got the timing down. But that's how I'd like to see something like that, like a leech seed snipe. Yeah, leech seed. Like, you can only heal this guy if you are hitting other people.
Huh.
I think that'd be cool.
What's a leech seed?
Well, you're leeching from one, seeding the other. Like, that's her idea.
Is that a video
No, it's not
game
true. She just
term?
made it up. Yeah. But that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think that'd be neat. Who knows what they'll do, though? I hope it's more than just one capsule takes health, one gives health. I hope that it's a bit more creative than that.
You think that looks like a turret? Some kind of turret? I think it looks
yeah,
like...
it is interesting the way that it works, because, I mean, what I think this is, though, I think this is the same thing that the soldier puts down. I think that's why it's doing that. I think it's showing you, this is the soldier's thing. It can be folded up into this. It can be made smaller. Although, you are seeing 2 different capsules here, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're seeing one without the legs and one with the legs. Here's the one with the legs folded up and put into the bottom. Loaded into the bottom. And here's a second barrel. it's like there's two barrels. Like, maybe she snipes and does normal damage with a normal sniping, but has an alt fire that just heals. That would be a little bit more boring. Just like a healing shot and a sniping shot. So she's just another sniper.
Yeah.
With a healing shot. That's not... I don't see Blizzard doing that because they want each character to be distinctly different. And how does this make her distinctly different if she's just another sniper with a healing shot?
Yeah, I don't know.
With the poison mine taken away and the ability to go into full automatic mode taken away from her. That's not very different, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see, but that's my hope, is that it's going to be...
Biotic rifle.
The sniper that people go to, I hope, when they can't get headshots. Because, again,
I wonder
Widowmaker...
if you could shoot, like, what's it called? Like, the biotic field that Sniper has. I wonder if you could shoot it into the middle of an area.
And heal them.
Heal a bunch of people.
Just heal a bunch of people at once. So it, like, lands, or, like... do the same thing as Hanzo's arrow, that his radar arrow that sticks into a person and then moves around with them, so you have like a view of their team. That's the best way to use a sonic arrow, is to stick it into their tank so that it moves around with their whole team, so no matter, you're not just checking a corner, you're checking their whole team wherever they go.
Right.
What if you could attach this healing, it's again the soldier's healing thing, but it can be attached to like the side of a Reinhardt, and it moves with them for a while. Like, you don't have to worry about where on the ground you put it, or you can attach it to.
Cool.
You can attach it to a payload, so it moves with the payload and lasts maybe as long as the soldier's healing thing, biotic field, or maybe a little bit longer. But that it does that.
Oh, it's fun to think about.
There's a lot of possibilities. This is what we would always used to do with like hints that we'd get from TF2. They're smart to dole it out like this because the community likes to speculate, that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
They've said that there are Easter eggs put on maps that have hints towards future developments in Overwatch and story that people still haven't found yet.
Really?
They say there's still things people haven't put together or found, and that they're surprised, actually. They thought they'd get discovered early and that they haven't been discovered yet.
Huh.
So that's interesting.
Do the icons on the top right mean anything?
I think that's just supposed to be a UI. This is a computer, like their internal messaging service. This is like full screen / or whatever. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Subject, prototype biotic rifle. It uses the same word as the biotic field.
Right. Which is...
But what's her stream called?
Right?
Her stream's also called a biotic stream. So I think that's just the name of the technology. It doesn't necessarily mean whatever. I think it's funny that Lucio heals presumably only with sound. Like, I don't think there's anything that says that, like, he switches songs to a healing song and it also has a biotic technology built in. No, it's just healing music, and it actually heals with music, I think. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out later that his music actually does have something built in that's actually healing with biotic field. It's kind of funny,
Maybe it'll make sense eventually.
Anyways, that's it. We're going to jump in. I might as well just jump right in now. Or I'll cut this segment because I'll probably release this as another Overwatch news segment. But it's very exciting. A new character coming, who knows when, but I'm hoping like sooner than later. Because to be honest, if you look at the hero gallery, like, do they order this by... They don't order it.
What the hell is the order? Oh, alphabetical.
Alphabetical. But right now there are 5 attack characters. Or how many attack? All I know is that there's 1 less tank than there is attack / defense, and there's 2 less support than attack and defense. So there's
4 support, which is really
so there's
only
6 attack, 6 defense, but there's only 5.
6, 6, 4, 5, 4.
Yeah. And so support was definitely the next character that needed to be done, because I have felt limited in my choices for support when you need one.
Yeah.
Symmetra's, or Zenyatta's probably been the one I've least played, and so I have been getting myself to... But man, until Widowmaker's nerfed, I do understand why they nerf Widowmaker. Because she can do 150 damage right now with a body shot, and I insta-kill Zenyatta. And that's fucked up.
Yes.
He needs to not die to one body shot from her. Headshot, fine. Body shot, holy fuck, that sucks. But I've been kind of avoiding him for that reason, because I just find if there's a Widowmaker on the map, then goddamn.
That is kind of weird. Everybody else has a side profile except for Reaper.
If I wanted to look at some future hints, it could now. How? How could I look at them now? And what'd you say?
It's weird that they're all side profile except for Reaper. Tracer too? I didn't think Tracer. I thought Tracer was off to the side.
The Nabati Defender spawn room? Oh yeah?
No, she's side.
Well, I don't want to get it. I don't know how I would even get into the map if I wanted. I guess I could go to practice, or how do you even like go see a map that you don't? I've never gone into practice.
Except for that first day.
Some are to the left and some are to the right. Okay, let me jump into practice and finding game. What? You don't even get to choose your map in practice?
Traveling to Hanamura.
That's weird.
That's really weird.
Is it because you're literally playing against bots that are being controlled by another server, like by Blizzard servers? Wow, it goes... No, these are bots. These are people? What is practice
You want
about?
custom game. Yeah, what is practice? You practice with people against bots. Oh, I didn't even know that.
Weird. I didn't know. I thought
Why even
practice was like...
practice?
I'll just go into a custom game then. I can go to Nimbani.
What? Oh, that's super weird. Word.
Is this the only way to get to a map you want? You have to turn off all the other ones?
Never tried to get to that. Twitch stream is going on and off again.
I'll have to talk to Nunani about that. I guess I could jump in like that.
You can hit...
Traveling to Mumbai.
Yeah, what you were doing. Could click none at the top, then turn on the one you want.
Defenses.
Check out the payload.
I know that the payload has the arm. Payload has the gauntlet. And that was in the first movie. The first like thing released by Overwatch that we ever saw was them stealing the gauntlet. We don't know why. I don't know why, because I haven't looked at any wiki.
Yeah.
I haven't read into it. I only know that from that film that they stole a gauntlet and that it appears on this map and that they're escorting it on this map. What that means,
I'll be busy soon
no
enough.
fucking idea. I'm gonna guess that they're gonna like...
I'd pick Ferris so you can fly around. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Well, so... Where do I go?
Check the
I will
payload.
protect the innocent.
Yeah, but where's this? You said in the
Attackers
defense's spawn
incoming
room.
in 30
There was
seconds.
clues.
System check initiated. Green across
Other
the
spawn
board.
room.
I'm ready for action.
So at the very end of the map? So I can't get there. You're not allowed to go there till it's time to spawn there, right? Or can you walk there? I thought they kept those doors closed until it was time. Yeah, this thing, that's from the video. I'm guessing they're bringing...
I never noticed that.
They're bringing back like a Lazarus robot, somebody from the early days of the Omnic conflict.
Attackers incoming.
You can walk to the other
Defend
spawn.
Okay.
objective A.
Some baddie from...
Oh, that's what they're all saying there, Doomfist.
Oh, Doomfist is coming. So he was a guy, a bad guy, and that's his Doomfist? Savior or Scourge? He's a divisive figure? Human Omnic relations tense after King's Row protests. Omnium attacks. It's all... Yeah, there's a lot going on in the lore that you can look into. He's kind of like Batman. So he's one guy that'll come eventually. I'm gonna guess he'll be a tank. The Savior. I never really looked at this ever.
Me neither.
The Scourge. The Successor. Doom Arm. Doomfist Arm.
That's cool.
Yeah, they do have plans, that's for sure. Yeah, I never looked at those posters. I looked at the one outside, but I always just assumed it was for like a movie. Well, it is. Well, no, it's for a heritage or a museum
That's crazy.
exhibit. So anyways, yeah, I'm looking forward to when they release new characters. I would just wonder how far they'll go. How many characters will there be
Yeah, go in there.
in the end? This is just 4. Numbani.
I never look around here either.
You're too busy getting shot.
No, I'm too busy shooting people. Doi. Relax and unwind. Organic oil, 2030.
See, when it comes to Omnics, I'm pretty anti-Omnic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, unless I can be one. If I can't be one, then fuck them. You gotta fight for your own species. I don't want to become extinct.
You need to listen to Limetown, man. The Limetown podcast.
What's that?
It's just a really
you told
good
me
podcast.
about that. I guess that's all there is. This is just an airport. All right, thanks for watching though.
neat.
Yeah, like I'm gonna continue to be a little bit, not knowing everything. I don't want to get in and like study the lore like it was fucking an anthropology exam. I just want to like have it doled out to me in those small tidbits.
Yeah, I think that's fun too.
Yeah, like, yeah. So,
Kofi.
who knows when that hero thing is, that new hero's coming? And I also wonder what their future plans are. Like, how many heroes will there be? Mm-hmm. I'm hoping that the plans for Overwatch are very long term. I hope it has the legs that TF2 did, or does if you ask some people. But I hope that they. I don't think that there's any reason why there can't just be. There couldn't be 50 heroes. I don't think that, like, I mean, it adds a lot to the learning curve, learning how to counter heroes, if there are a lot of them, and learning all the intricacies of each character. But I think over its lifetime, it's going to just snowball culturally with video games so strongly that the learning curve will just be a non-issue. People will get into it just because everybody's playing Overwatch. That's my belief. Because it's one of the most fun games I've ever played.
It is totally. It really is, and I'm so not into games like this.
It's the first game like this that I felt like Becky can play and enjoy competitively. Even.
I always wanted to get into TF2. Like, it looks like so much fun.
But it's a hugely technical game with high precision and a culture of extremely skilled players and the no matchmaking, which they've just finally added. So you can now play TF2 and play against people. But you'll never get to sit on a couch and play it unless you want to play against people who are using mouse and you're going to suck.
Yeah.
And that's the other problem. Some people just want to play on a couch, and this allows that. My other big question with Overwatch is, will they move this from... That's so weird. Will they move it along to the next platform? Like...
What's it gonna be? Oh, I wanted it to be you shooting the garbage can. Oh, please.
That's pretty good. I'm wondering if the next PlayStation, in the PlayStation 5, will they move it over and create like the new Overwatch, like Deluxe or whatever. When did this happen?
Are you fucking kidding me?
When did this happen? They patched that in silently.
Prepare to attack.
What?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Since the last patch, that wasn't in the patch notes.
Yeah, exploit. People will be exploiting that like crazy.
It's a glitch. You think it's definitely a glitch? Did anybody
What the fuck?
see what I went up to? Because I can just leave this and check my profile. Did
I
anybody
don't
see
know.
the
We might
exact?
have to check it in post.
Yeah, that's too exploitable.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, it's not completely exploitable because you still have to be sitting around using it.
I don't think it gets you new XP. It'll show you leveling up the same amount every time.
Did anybody see the number I went to? Somebody on YouTube can look at it. That looks like I went up. I feel like it was over there before, now it's over there.
1349.4.
I felt like it was before the halfway point earlier. It looks like it's stuck.
Yeah, so you don't even have to play and you get XP.
It's not an exploit though, in a way, because if somebody wants to just sit there and alone in a match all day,
I guess, yeah.
you could do that anywhere, against people or not.
Yeah.
You could sit there and
You still have to wait.
you still have to
the whole
wiggle the
time.
controls, and you still have
yeah.
to wait. So it's like play against people or play by yourself. What does it matter? It's just a lonely way to get experience.
That's how Tarantula got all their XP.
Yeah, it was only like, it was a very small amount of XP too. You get less because it's such a quick match. Stick a rubber band on the control stick.
People say that was
Yeah, it was
your last
I definitely
really
kept
XP
it.
game.
Yeah, I kept it. I'm pretty.
Tarantula, that's really how you got it?
That's terrible.
Oh my god.
That's terrible.
Not really.
Okay. So yeah, that was quiet because everybody's so obsessed with. I don't feel like it was in the patch notes for competitive. I didn't see it there. I would have cared.
Thank you, Dr. Orbit. So you went up. So it was 11,400 and now it's 13,494.
All right, well that gives us a better reason to play our random matches
3,000
with
XP.
turbos. Maybe I'll just jump in and instead of doing competitive, we'll do a we'll fool around.
They were just playing custom before this and they didn't get it?
So why does it work for me? You think next match I might lose it? Like it'll suddenly take it away the next time I play, it'll reset it? Like it is a glitch? We'll play at least one custom match after this break and we'll see if it sticks. Crazy.
Weird.